Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. But it's not, it's a Perry. Let's say pear cider rather than Perry, because I don't believe it's made with Perry pears. So, I'm going to stick to the facts. In the last film, we had a Belgian cider of all things, a Belgian cider brought to me by the lovely Emma, a customer of mine. Someone's been buying cider for me for a long time, local to the area, and she's big into beers, big into cider, big into all sorts of things. She went to Belgium and found some ciders and Perrys when she was there at a beer festival, and she brought some back for me. So we tried the Druug 2021 cider in the last film. Today we're going to try their Perry. So they're calling it Perry. I'm not sure whether they use the traditional. So this writing on the back, I wasn't sure what it was in. It's not Walloon like French. It's Flemish, but actually it turns out Google Translate thinks it's Dutch. So I translated what it said on the label. I'm going to read it out to you right now. He says, if I can find it, where is it? There it is. Okay, so apparently this is what it says. I do not speak Dutch. Druug 2021 is a Ghent cider. With a bucket, ladder and wheelbarrow, we pick old apple and pear standard varieties in the Ghent region. In the Ghent region, Meetjesland and the Flemish Ardennes. There's 3 locations. This is how we select every piece of fruit and save it from food waste. Health, good health. Discover our 2 Druug flavours, Pomme de Jus and Pomme Perry. Apples, currant and champagne yeast, it says, is the ingredients. Currant, as in currants that you eat, is one of the ingredients. I'm not sure what that means, because I don't think it's got currant in it. But anyway, aged in barrels in our microbrewery, we ferment the juice into dry cider with a pure taste. So there you go. I assume they barrel ferment it to dry and then stick it in the bottle, dose it with champagne yeast and maybe a bit more juice or something, and that's what gives it its sparkle. I don't think it's champagne method. What I saw was method fermier. Now, I'm not sure what method fermier is. I assume they don't disgorge. Maybe it means like à la volée, taking the stuff out like that or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, lots of questions. I've done my best. They haven't got a website. So I'm just going to find out what I can find out from looking around. Right, so let's open it. This might have a little bit of residual sweetness because it's a pear and sorbitol, non-fermentable. So we may have ourselves something with a bit of sweetness in the back end. The cider made from eating apples was absolutely bone dry. Whip, yep, it's quite fizzy again. It opens with not much of a pop, but then it forms up. A lovely mousse. Looks great. Look at that. Nice colour as well. Nice haziness to it. Where is my thingamajig? It's right in front of me, of course. There you go. Looks quite similar actually to the cider. Maybe a little bit greener, but certainly very hazy. Heads diminish quite fast. Yeah. Let's give it a sniff. Oh, the mousse comes up great when you spin it. Spin it, swirl it. You know what I mean. Cider salon glass. It's a cider salon this coming weekend and I can't go because I've got to stay here and do stuff. I've got to sell cider in London. This is a shame. I would like to have gone. There's people that I've never tried or met, but there you go. Okay, smells a little bit less austere than the cider did. There's maybe the merest hint of funk to it, a little bit of yeast character to it. There's certainly a delicate pear element to it. I want to say, so I'm going to say, yeah, hints of like pear skin as well. Maybe a hint of like, I don't know, pineapple or something. Slight creaminess. Yeah, smells good. Smells rather nice actually. Yeah, all of the above. Let's try it. The bubbles are absolutely fab. They're absolutely fab. Completely filled my mouth. It felt wonderful. Creamy, cream soda kind of thing. Wonderful. I'm going to dare to suggest there's a mere suggestion of residual sugar in this, and I like that. I've got a sweet tooth. It just balances the acidity. It's not quite as aggressively acidic either as the cider that we had, but that was quite bold green sort of malic acid in that, a very strong yogurt lactic acid in it. This has got a little bit of sweetness, little less aggressive on the acidity, which makes it for me a more balanced drink. I thought the cider, because it was so boldly acid, I was thinking need to have it with food. I was thinking things like mussels, you know, whatever. This, I think, though, you can drink it by itself. It's still quite don't like the word austere, because actually it's delicious. Delicate, let's say, but brilliant hot weather drink. This really good, and you don't have to have anything with it. I actually ate something a little bit sweet before I came down of the shed as well. I thought that might make this taste too dry, because sweet. If you drink something dry, if you've had something sweet, make it seem even drier. But actually, it doesn't. So, yeah, I like that. I like that. I was going to bring some goat's cheese down to the shed as well. I've got loads of it in the fridge. Got given a load of cheese. Tough gig. And I forgot. But I think this would be rather nice, the goat's cheese, actually. I really do. There's like slightly pear skin-like character to it as well, which I really like. And it, yeah, almost dry but not quite. There's almost a hint, a very delicate hint of maybe tannin about it. Really subtly. Really subtly. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Merest hints of like sort of lemon rind as well in there. That is tasty. That is tasty. I'm going to enjoy that. What was the ABV? I don't think I said the ABV, did I? 5.8. Excellent. Not too acidic, not too strong. Sorry, I'm knackered. I got hardly any sleep last night. That's why I'm rambling and babbling more than even usual. A blend of, oh no, actually this is a blend. It has got some apples in it, so it's 80% pear, 20% apple. Interesting. So maybe it would have, they're adding the pear, so the apple, to bring acidity to it, to balance the sweetness, the low acid pears, which is what Nigel Slater does at Bridge Farm when he makes this one. So some of it's Perry pears, but he can't get as many as he'd like. So he also uses eating pears, and he adds a little bit of apple juice as well, just to balance it with a little bit of acidity, just to offset the lack of acidity in the pear. So I think they're doing something similar. By jingo, this is very balanced. It really is. It's great. Yeah, really like. So I don't know if you're going to be able to get hold of any of this stuff. It's tiny production. Tiny. It's amazing that I got hold of any. It's really because of the generosity of somebody I know that I did get any at all. But if you can get hold of some, do get hold of some, because I think that is tasty. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me in my cider shed. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers. Nice.